Hello, everybody. So, never really sure what language will come out of me. I mean, there are two options usually. So, I guess this video will be in English. So, I just wanted to share something that I was thinking about earlier when I was sitting in the garden, and I was listening to a message of a beautiful woman who shared from her recent experiences and her recent process. And and I thought well, while I was listening, I heard that this year is so big. It's such an important year. It's such an important year. And I just wanted to share that with you because I mean, I said it a couple of times. You probably also heard it from other people, but it's really, really true. This year is very important, and we have half a year to go, even less now, right? But so if especially if you are in a state where you know that you're not really, that you're kind of resisting the things that you intuitively get. So you're not taking action on the things that you intuitively get and that you know that in your heart know that they are, that it's due. Yeah, that they are, that it's time to follow. I want to encourage you with this, because this year is really it kind of I already said this a couple of times in the beginning of this year in multiple videos. This year sets the tone for everything that will come after, and of course, on some level, that's for every year that is the case. But this year, even more so, because this year is very much about building new structures, and of course, therefore, the old structures need to fall away. So what worked does not work anymore, and you can see that on multiple levels in your personal life, in your love life, in your relationship, overall relationships, maybe in your home environment, maybe in your work environment, or and of course we as a collective on multiple political environments, or let's just leave it with that for the lack of a better word. So so things need to change. It's time for them to change. And when we cling to the old, and there are a lot of people doing that right now, and I'm not even talking about personal things, but people in power trying to hold on to the old structures, trying to hold on to their seats of power, so to say, to what secured them. What secured them, what secured them, their power, their influence, maybe money, whatever, but what gave them a sense of control, usually, because it's, but it's done. This is really, really, these things are, I want to say, doomed to fall. The question is when and how we are moving with this, because if a system doesn't work anymore, then it's just a matter of time until it crumbles and crashes. And the timing and the end, of course, also a matter of how graceful are we walking with this process, how graceful and aware are we dealing with this, right? If it's something about your own structure, maybe a marriage that is is not working, and that, are you letting go? Are you gracefully making the decisions that need to be done, or are you trying to hold on to that? And the more we hold on to, usually the messier it gets. And this is more like a message now for the collective changes that we are in. But of course, you can also see that on a personal scale. I'm sitting in my little tower here right now, in an old monastery in Italy, Tuscany, and I'm about to watch a replay from it's not really a course, I don't know how to say that, but the thing that I joined, the group transformation that I'm joining right now with Sarah and Bertrand, and it's called The Tower. And in the beginning of this year, I gave out a couple of key words for this year that this year would be about, and one of them was the tower. Another one was the womb. And like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I joined a container that was about a womb clearing. And of course, all of these things I did not know in the beginning of this year, right? Like, so, I mean, I didn't know that there would be these courses, so to say. And so I'm very much on that journey, but this is for everybody. And even like within this course, I received information that was like a confirmation, a big confirmation, and even further detail for messages that I received in the beginning of this year and that I was also talking about. And that is like that this year, this whole year, and also like it's a process that will continue, but this is the initiating phase. This is like especially on a personal level, this is very important year to restructure the womb, restructure the matrix. I know this sounds really freaking crazy, but that is actually that is like what is happening right now. And so like this year is a chance. It's a very big chance for you to do some serious, like some fundamental changes, like some fundamental work that has the potential to really help you build up a healthy and prosperous future for yourself. And I'm saying this like it's especially important for us personally, because on a collective level this process will continue, even though I still have the feeling, especially like that especially like I do have the feeling that like on a collective level, we as individuals might not be here for as long as this process continues on a collective level. But of course, since the individuals are like, I mean, it's, like how we change has like influences how the outer changes. So the bigger changes, or the structures, how do I say that? As above, so below, and like as like the everything is I mean, we influence what is happening on the outside, so it's really up to us. It's really up to us. I actually had like 2 conversations within the last 2 days with a lot of people from a younger generation, like from like in their early 20s, about that topic, that it's really time for a revolution. I'm not saying revolution as in like onto the barricades. I mean, in some cases maybe that is the case, but a revolution on a deep, fundamental level, an inner revolution, a revolution of the structures, and like the matrix. I explained this in a couple of videos already. The matrix is the structure. The matrix is the womb, so to say, like the womb from. How a womb how a womb is structured, or the pattern of a womb defines the outcome, like what is being birthed from it. That's the patterning you receive, and that is exactly like like that is. You can replace the word womb by matrix, and then you can. Of course, there are also like different things to say about that, but I don't want. I actually will stop it here now. But this is so your chance, your personal chance with this year is like, first of all, like there's a lot of change happening, and it's very, very fast. So like that can be very beneficial. I mean, it can also be quite overwhelming, but things happen so fast and so easily sometimes. Like, of course, not necessarily comfortable, but easy. You have like a lot of support this year, a lot of support, if you make the conscious decision to change, that you're ready to change, and that you are willing and ready to transform into a lighter, timeline, I want to say, even though I don't like these talks about timelines, because I think there's a lot of misconception around these things. But anyways, so there is a lot of support for you here this year. So use that support, and make a proper decision. And it's really like about, like it always comes down to the question, like, how do you want to feel?